call Judy Pratt. Judy Pratt, would you look at that fucking recipe and tell me, does it say 2 pans? Because I got one page, does it say, this recipe calls for 2 cakes? So there's the 2 cakes, but you didn't answer what how am I going to do? All right. Now, we didn't have, we had every standard cake pan is a 9-inch cake pan. Right. None of them are 10-inch. 10-inch is a big cake. Yeah. That's a big freaking cake. So Kenny and I go all the way up the night before we go up to Bed Bath & Beyond, and we're looking around, and I find a cake pan, a 10-inch cake pan. So I thought, oh, great, go. So I got the 10-inch cake pan. Now I got 9-inch pans. I made the whole thing, so I go off to Publix again and get another 2 pounds of butter and 4.5 cups of flour and 6 cups of sugar and 2.5 cups of cream, and I get it all over again. This time, I'm putting it in 2 fucking pans because that is big enough. Well, I'm going to do 2 cups of pans. Because I didn't cook quite right, so I got to take a look. So I put it in, and I make the whole thing all over again. I put it in 2 9-inch pans, and I put it back in the oven. Now they're all growing. 45 minutes. An hour and a half later, does the pork come in and come out clean. But now the cake's done this whole raising thing, and then just kind of settled and got a little bit in the middle kind of thing. Kind of like this kind of shape at the top. And I went, oh, Jesus Christ, what's this up with this cake? And they're going to so expect all this shit from me. What am I going to do? Fuck it. At this point, I don't care. I'm putting that cake together, and I'm going to tell Judy Pratt, don't you ever do that to me again. So I get the cake, and I cut them in half, and the cake is kind of a crumbly cake.
Cake's very good.
And it's vanilla-y. It's 2.5 tablespoons. Whenever I've ever made a cake in my life, teaspoon and a half vanilla. That's it. 2.5 tablespoons of vanilla. You can get drunk on that cake. That's 45% alcohol in vanilla. So I was like, okay, whatever it is. But it's tasty. It's very crumbly. And so I just took these 2 big cakes, found 3 layers that I could work with and live with and do. The rest of it, like the outside ring of this, is a sponge that you have to cook. You have to make and whip it together. Take it on, put it on a silpat with a spatula, put it back and forth like this, and kind of take some waves out of it and make this kind of wavy thing. And I thought, I think I remember that picture kind of had like a side, looked kind of this wavy thing. Maybe that's what that's all about. So okay, so you take it, you freeze it, you put it in the oven, you freeze it, and in the meantime, you're whipping melted butter and egg whites and a little bit of flour and powdered sugar together to create this foamy sponge cake. So I take it out of the freezer, I lay it down, and I quickly put it over the top, stick it in the oven, cook it, and it doesn't rise up, which I thought maybe sponge wouldn't do. And this is sponge, and it's like a... But there was no wavy, wiggly, woogly, wogglies on the back of it. Because when I pulled it off backwards, when you have to lay it down upside down, pull it off backwards, cut 2.5 inches to line the 10-inch pin with. Because then once you line your 1/2-inch tin all the way around, now you can fit 9-inch cake layers in between it and start building your lemon curd your cake, your lemon curd your cake, your lemon curd your cake. Here we are. I'm about to cut into that fucking thing. I have no idea what it's going to look like.
I can't wait to see what it
Please.
Here we go.
On video.
The lemon curd was good, though. The recipe for the lemon curd and the blueberry compote and the lemon syrup, all of these are other recipes that you had to make this cake, were pretty good.
Excellent.
Were pretty good. So
here we go.
It's absolutely beautifully presented.
God, I can't imagine all those ingredients, though. All that sugar and cream and vanilla.
Okay.
Don't even think about it, Susan. You just bite into it.
I thought it when we said lemon. Oh, I like it.
It's like cutting into. It's like cutting into 2.5 pounds of butter and 4 cups of flour. And that's what I just cut into. For anyone who bakes would know what I just said. Here we go. Could everybody put a little bit of blueberry compote on their plates?
Yes.
And the first plate gets the first.
John, when I saw his lemon cake, I said to Diane, I really like it. It's so light. I love that because it's so light.
Here we are.
Oh, my God.
How beautiful is that?
Oh, my God, John.
There it is.
Absolutely gorgeous. Wow, that's beautiful.
Pass that down.
Yeah.
Did you take a picture of this?
Not yet, but that's okay. Go ahead. I'm getting video.
Wait till your plate is cleaner than mine. So
No, that's fine.
Oh my God!
So what did you? Oh my God!
And that's the cake.